Welcome back to the channel. This is Brave Diamonds Handmade, and I'm Natalie, the maker and creator behind the brand. And I have with me my beautiful daughter and my special co-host today, Ernie. Say hi. She's shy. Believe me, she's not shy at home. Are you? No. I put her on the spot a little bit. And I also have my hubby with me. Say hey. Hey.
We're excited.
We got the car loaded. This is a truck loaded, rather, as you can see. And we are on the way to Aiken to our market. So we got about 30 minutes to go. So we'll be there soon. We got some snacks, and they put me next to some sugar people. Okay? Sugar people. Like nothing bundt cakes and some other sweet treat kind of tables, so I might come back a little bit heavier than when I left. But I'm excited either way. Thanks for those of you who commented already on my last video that I just uploaded last night, saying such sweet things. I really appreciate you. You know who you are. Alright, and let's have a great day. We'll check in later. Say bye, Ernie. Say bye.
Bye.
I'm aware that this jacket and everything I have on is a bit of overkill, but I'm cold, guys. But we're all set up. We have about half an hour before the event officially starts, and I'm gonna pause it and turn it around so you can see our setup. Here we go. It is a beautiful day. It should warm up, but it is windy. Look at that. Yeah. This is the venue here. So some folks are still pulling in and getting set up. But anyways. I lost my dragon. Okay, so here we go. My Ernie set up almost everything. She's very good at arranging things. But unfortunately, I don't have a lot of stuff in the back, and I kind of don't like that, but we'll just be sitting up there, so hopefully we'll fill up those spaces. But here's my towels. Okay. Still fussing over the table setup a little bit, but so far, this is what we got. Okay. I filled up the space with some towels. And I think that looks better. I'll pull these out a little more. I like it better. Alright, I just had my first sale of the day. Hi there, how are you doing? I'm good, thanks. We sold the wolf splitter. That was the first sale, $40. The girl saw it, she said, that's it, that's the one I want. And her mom got the cash and came back and got it right away. So it was awesome. And just like that, we have made our money back from the table fee, because it was a very low table fee. I think it was like $25, $30, something like that. But yeah, it's just getting started here, and people are starting to show up. I'm hoping for a good turnout. These planners, event planners, have been doing a great job promoting. So I'm hoping that it's a good turnout. But we'll see. It is windy and it is cold to me. But it's supposed to warm up today. So we'll see if that happens. I hope it does. Because when I tell you, I've got all the jackets on, I've got a sweater on, I've got a t-shirt on, everything. I'm cold today. I don't know why. Hi there. Everybody's walking around with sweaters. I'm sitting here bundled up like an Eskimo. I was feeling fine. Hi there. How you doing? Good. Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Oh man. Is this crochet?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay,
It's a
'cause I
crochet. Oh, you do?
I do. I make all my grandbabies. I've got 14 grandbabies. I've made every one of them the baby outfit.
Oh,
Actually,
really?
I make it bigger than a baby one.
Oh,
'Cause
yeah?
I want it to be this, when they're growing.
Yeah.
So I
that
make them nice. So they're
nice.
kind of like a little nice lap blanket.
Gotcha. Yeah.
It is
Toothless and his girlfriend over there. Yes. Yes, I had fun making that one. That's one of my favorite movies.
I know. We went to see it.
Yeah.
And we've seen the non-animated, and I'm telling you.
Oh, I haven't seen the live action one yet.
You've got to see
I
the
do.
one. Well, it's partial.
Right. Yeah.
Look at the octopus.
Yeah. Hi, how you doing? Oh. Yes. How are you doing?
Good.
Good. I make these all in the middle of the night when the kids are in bed. My late night hobby. Some people party. That's my kind of party right there. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Those are my little babies. How could something so scary look so cute? How you doing? Thank you. Well, it's getting off to a good start. People are excited. I wish I was up front, a little closer to the front, but that's all right. I have seen some kids, so that could be good. But the adults are just as excited, I think, when they see, especially characters. I had a grandmother get more excited to see the Toothless than grandson did. He was excited too, but she was even more. It was nice, very sweet. So far everybody's been really nice and friendly. And good news, I'm the only crocheter here. There's nothing even, and I think I might be the only handmade person here, besides like the bakery goods. And they have really put me at risk here of eating too much sugar. I've got a bundt cake lady right next to me. There's another lady making cookies, and she had a banana pudding cookie free sample, and oh my gosh. Bananas is one of those things you don't always think it's going to work, but it works like in everything. Everything that you bake it in, you cook. I mean, I know not everybody loves bananas, but I really do. So, yeah. I just got asked if I wanted to do another market next Sunday. I'm thinking about it. Depends what time it is. But I might do it. I have church on Sunday, but the church I go to has earlier service. So I might, depending on the start time, I may do it, I may not. But I do want to do some more markets, and I definitely could use the money. So, but anyways, I'm still cold, you guys. I just look like a fool, and everybody is walking around wearing basically cardigans and sweaters. But it's like 37 degrees, and I'm like, what am I feeling that y'all are not feeling? I guess I just don't have as much body heat as I used to. I don't know, I felt fine earlier this morning when we got here, started setting up, and all of a sudden just got so cold, and I'm like, I need my jacket, I need my big jacket, I need the other jacket. Just cold out of nowhere. I guess I just don't like being uncomfortable. Uh-oh, here comes some food. Well, I've officially taken my hood off, and I'm still cold. But it's getting a little better. But it's been pretty, it was okay earlier, but it has definitely slowed down. Look what my kid is doing here. Let's see. Can you see? She's just laying on the ground, doing crazy stuff. I don't know what that's about, but anyways, it is a beautiful day, and the scenery is gorgeous here. Let's see if I can circle around, you guys can see. Yes, get it for him. Get it for him. Yes, Mama, get it for him. Hold on. Well, unfortunately, Mom told him to put it back. One of my dragons, but that's okay. So, we've had a few sales, but it's definitely slowed down. So, I think it's around 2 something. What time is it? 2:29. It's 2:29. And hopefully, you know, we got till 5 o'clock here, so hopefully we'll have some more sales. But overall, it's been not too bad. Not as busy as we hoped, but we still had enough sales to make it worth it. So we'll check in with you later. Alright guys, well, let me take this off. Okay, so it's been a decent day, but it is definitely slow now. It's like 3:35, so I guess we have a little less than an hour and a half, and it has slowed down so much. I think it's mostly just vendors here at this point. So some people have already started packing up and leaving, but I don't know if we would get in trouble for doing that. I kind of want to stay till later, because sometimes the vendors will come by and buy stuff. So anyway, I did have a few more sales since I last checked in. Nothing huge.
You still throw it away. I'm gonna throw away my fries.
Well, Ernie, I'm sorry, but that thing was probably had bugs in it anyway. I'm sorry, babe, but you know, you gotta drink stuff.
You want to put the towels up?
Yeah, so we're gonna put our towels up and maybe just break down a couple things to minimize, try and get a head start on the breakdown, but not fully pack up yet. Anyways, check in with you guys here in a little bit. There's hubby, he's just grabbing the towels. Here's what it looks like so far. I haven't sold any car swings or keychains, unfortunately, but I did sell most of the ducks, and I sold 3. I had 4 stingrays. I sold 3 of them, so that's pretty good. I sold some octos, some little tiny octos. And let's see here. Yeah, I sold 1 chicken, but then my little macaron buddies, the little ones, they all sold to one lady. And yeah, that's what I got left. So, oh, I sold 1 leggy frog. So not a huge amount of sales, but definitely got some out of here. I sold the wolf splitter. That was my first sale. Alright. This might be my last check-in, and then we'll do a recap. So we left. We did end up leaving just a little bit early and going back home, but we had to stop.
Oh, look at here, look at here.
We had to stop at Michael's. I haven't been to this one, so I just wanted to check it out and see if they have anything that my one in Augusta doesn't have. So I'll let you know. I can tell you right now, this is much better than my store. Amazing. And I got some glitter paper here. Got some gold. Kind of like a brown. I have some kind of brownish pink colors. Very good. Quest. I love these carrot cakes. I always have. Do I remember the hype when these came out? We went crazy, didn't we? Alright, guys. And there's more down here. Uh-oh, I'm in trouble. I thought I might find some stuff on clearance, but I think it's just this felted. Let's see if it'll focus. Focus. There it goes. It's kind of nice. It'll be good. Maybe good for a hat. What is the fiber content? Acrylic and wool and nylon. I love it. $7. That's yardage. 249 yards. Alright. That's pretty good, I think. These are the patchwork. Let me back up a little bit. There we go. I like this color. I need some more of this blue, I think. I haven't seen the purple. Oh, you guys. I could be getting myself into deep trouble here. But I'm gonna keep looking, and I'm gonna try and be judicious. Well, hello and welcome back to the channel. This is Brave Diamonds Handmade, and I am Natalie, the maker and creator behind the brand. And today I have a special co-host, my hubby. Say hello.
Well, hello.
This is Fred. He is my husband. We've been together almost 20 years.
I'm so tired of her.
I started that.
Uh-oh.
I'm tired of you. And I've been tired of you longer than you've been tired of me. Well, we love each other. Can you tell? So this is a recap of yesterday's market. He was very helpful with me yesterday. I had him and Ernie, and Jacob stayed home because it was a very long day. And so I had him stay with my mom, and he had a fun day with her. And we had a very good day. But we're going to get into all the details now. So the night before, I shot the video, and then after that we started putting stuff into Square and tagging everything, and that took forever.
Yeah, it did.
I really thought we'd be there. I pretty much was doing it all night.
I really think we need to start earlier, like a few days beforehand, so we can get it done and knocked out.
Yeah, we got to have a better way of doing it. But having it in the system once it's there is so much better because I can bring you guys the numbers and I don't have to keep track of it and write everything down as it's going. And it's just easy. And plus, what I do is I have the tags. I just print off my own little tags on, what is this? Cardstock. Cardstock paper. And I write the price on the front, and then on the back, I write the name, the description, that it's in Square, and the price again, just in case. You know, whatever way you look at it, you see how much it is. And that helps a lot, so that if I'm not there, he can look at it, and he knows exactly what to find it under, and he can ring it up if I have to go to the bathroom or do something.
It does help a lot.
Yeah. So that is how we do it, and it does take a lot of work beforehand. And I had so many plushies. I mean, it was a lot, but
it was overall it was a lot, but it was really, really slow yesterday.
It was pretty slow,
but for the most part, I think she did fairly well. She sold a lot. She did good.
Well, thank you. I think so too. Yeah, it was a pretty slow event. I would agree with that. There was not a lot of people there. There were some, and they're definitely. I felt like the promoters, the event organizers, they did promote this event a lot. So I thought it would be maybe more people, but there are some other events going on in town. Right while we were there, we kept hearing like racing sounds, like car racing sounds,
Yeah.
and I thought there was just some I thought there was just some fools going by trying to rev their engines and drag racing, illegal street racing or whatever. But you don't think much of that. It happens. But actually, there we were right next to a raceway. I didn't realize it, and they were having a demonstration or one of those shows where
She's saying we should have went over there.
there were so many people there when we left. I was like,
was.
we should just open it and sell our plushies here. It's a bunch of young guys, but I'm sure that, a lot of them have girlfriends or there's some toys that they might like. Who knows? But anyways, so besides that, I'm sure there were other events going on in town. And this was really kind of, it was a wedding venue and it was more geared to, couples and brides to be, although it was open to the public and for family. And they did have, DJs and food and everything. I think the audience I think they would have had a bigger crowd if it didn't seem so specific. So, but, all that being said, it was still a good day and I think we did very well considering the slow amount of people. There were other booths around us that felt like they didn't get anything.
Really?
And I felt bad about that because we were getting some. And even if we didn't get sales, a lot of people were asking questions or were excited and were complimenting the plushies. And so that was good. And I did meet a lady that makes plushies too. And I gave her the channel and I told her I have a YouTube channel and I hope she starts watching it. But yeah, we kind of follow the same people and, we're talking about doing the glitter eyes and things like that. And it was a lovely conversation. And, we met some other people that started to follow me on Instagram and that was really sweet. So it was good for the sales, but it was also good for reaching out and, getting to know people in the area that are not in an area, it's close to me, but it's not people that I already knew. So, because when I go to Country Charm and do that event, I pretty much know almost everybody there. And so there's a little bit of ease going into that, which is a good way to get started. But now at this point, I'm trying to reach out and go out of my zone, out of my comfort area, and just kind of present my stuff to the public in general. And it's a good learning experience. And we're just really getting started with the market, so we're learning as we go. And like staying up till 2:00 in the morning, plugging in plushies and tagging and everything. We learned that we didn't like that. And then having to get up at 6:30 in the morning.
Yes.
But thank goodness it wasn't that far. It was in Aiken, which is less than an hour away. And it was cold. I was so cold.
It was a little chilly.
You were chilly? I was cold all day. You'll notice in the clips that I'm showing you already that I kept my jacket on the whole time. I don't know. I started off in like just a sweater and a scarf.
It was people there that was in short sleeve shirt, flip flops, sandals. It was cold.
It was like 37 degrees. And I was cold, y'all. It was windy too. I don't know. I started off and I was feeling okay, but all of a sudden, I want to say around 10 or so,
that wind kept slapping me in the face.
It just hit me, and I said, I need everything. So I was wearing all the jackets, sweaters, everything. We had blankets, but you and Ernie didn't seem to be as cold as I was. I mean, y'all were cold, but I think I was
colder.
I was coldest. Coldest. I don't know. I just can't stay. I'm always shifting in the chair, Fred. Whenever the camera comes on, I shift in the chair and I move. All of a sudden, the chair turns on me or something. I don't know. Yeah. Anyway, so let's get into the actual sales and the numbers. That's how it went. It was a good day. It was beautiful, but it was a little windy and pretty cold and slow. But so let's get in. That being said, we did have decent sales. At least they're decent in my opinion, considering all those factors. And I will start here. We're going to start our very first sale happened. The event was supposed to go from 11 to 5. Okay. So we were set up. They wanted everybody to be set up by 10:30, so we were. And the event officially started at 11, and our first sale we had at 11:15. So that was pretty good. And the first sale was a splitter, one of Shannon's patterns, Snuggle Beans patterns, and it was Wren the Wolf. So y'all remember I made Jacob one, and then I made a second one, so that's what sold. And that went right away. This young girl came and she saw it, and she's like, that's it, that's what I want, mommy. And that was it. She's like, okay, let's get the cash. And they gave me the cash. And oh, that's another thing, almost everybody paid with cash.
Yeah, they did.
There was very little card payments, so that was good. And I do record the cash payments in Square anyway, just because I need it for my reference, and I don't, I just need to keep track of things. Okay. So the next sale came at 11:44, and if y'all see me looking down, I'm just looking at my screen here. But the next sale came at 11:44, and it was a Stingray and one of my mini octos, the mint colored one. Okay. Oh, go back to the first sale, the splitter was for $40. Okay. The second sale, the Stingray and the mini octo, those were what did I say? Okay, $10 each. I thought for a second it said 30. I'm like, wait a minute. No, $10 each. So that was a $20 sale. And the Stingrays had a good day today.
They did.
Okay. Or yesterday. Today is Sunday. We just got back from church. Quick, frustrating story. We came back, and as soon as we got back, we were so tired. We were so very tired. But Ernie and I decided to film the recap together. And then, about halfway through, she, wanted to go do something else, and that was fine. And I finished the video. But when I was editing the video, and I was hoping to be able to get everything uploaded last night, I thought, man, that would be great if I could just have this video up and done. I had all the clips. I edited all the clips together. Granted, they weren't that hard to do. And I finally got up to the recap part, and we're just sitting there going like this.
Uh-oh.
No sound.
Oh, sweet Christmas.
I was so mad. But then I was like, you know what? That's it. I'm going to bed. I can't take this anymore. We're going to figure this out tomorrow. So today is Sunday. So I slipped up there. But, things like that happen, and everything happens for a reason. I guess it was meant for you to be in the video.
I reckon so.
I guess so. Okay. So our third sale was at 11:52, and it was for an itty bitty Demogorgon. That is a pattern by Just a Mom Crocheting. And the Dumpling Cat. Now, it's not called Dumpling Cat. I'm going to put it here on the screen somewhere, maybe in the middle. The name of it is from Plushie Co. And I think it may just be like Cute Cat or Cute Kitten. I don't know. But I showed it in the market prep video that we just put out on Friday. And it's just a cute little cat, and it was so adorable, and it's a very quick market make, and it sold pretty quickly. So I'm probably gonna have some more on hand for the next one. The love cats, I had like 10 love cats, maybe even 11. They didn't sell that much. People liked them, and they thought they were cute, but they didn't move very much. So, but that's okay, because the next time I do a market, I won't have to make cats. Except for maybe these dumpling cats. I might make 4 or 5. Yeah, those were cute. So that sale was for $28. I had the Demogorgon for $18, and the cat was $10, because like I said, it was small, it was little, it was easy. So I had that one for $10. Although I could probably get it like $12, maybe even $15 for it. What do you think?
I think you could.
Could. And I think the Demogorgon can even go to $20.
Yeah.
Anyways, as we're doing this, we see the pricing. I want to leave the Demogorgon at $18 just for a little bit and see. Because the first market I took to, nobody bought any of them. But that was kind of a conservative area. A lot of Mennonites and stuff. And I don't know if they would even watching that show. But, people knew. Some people,
likely they don't.
Yeah, a lot of people knew who it was. A lot of people knew what it was. But, it didn't have any takers. So, and I've heard so much that it was popular, and they always sell for a lot of people. But it didn't sell for me the first time I took them to market. But then this time I did sell, and they definitely got a lot of attention. So maybe I should just leave them at 18 for right now, and we'll see. This is all learning, and a lot of this is me talking and thinking out loud. But I think I'll leave it at 18 for now, and if I get a few more sales, I might if it seems to do better, I might just bump it to 20. But anyways, the dumpling cat, I really think I can bump that up a little bit because, you know, it sold pretty quickly. But even before that, almost everybody that saw it picked it up. And
Now, why you say they call it dumpling cat again?
I'm calling it a dumpling cat. It's not. It's not. That's not the name of the pattern. That's just what I'm calling it. So yeah, that's how I labeled it in the thing because it looks like a dumpling to me. I mean, you saw the picture, it looks like a dumpling. I don't know. That's what I thought of when I saw it. All right. So the next sale was at 12:25 p.m. Okay. And that was a pint-sized duck. And so those are the patterns that Stacy makes, just released, and her Etsy shop is Apple Tree Boutique. And I did tests for her, and I did the duck and the goose pattern, and the ducks really had a good day yesterday too. Yes, they did. So that was the first one that sold was the mallard version, and then at 12:32 I sold another duck, and it was the yellow one that I had. So then those were both for $18. And I think that's a good price for that because they're kind of, the way I made them, they're on the smaller side. Maybe if I used a bigger yarn, I could get like 20 for it. But I felt comfortable with that because her other patterns I had 20 on, the cow and the pig. And I felt like those had a little bit more work. And they looked a little more substantial. And probably because of the yarn that I use Bernat as opposed to like Parfait Plush. No, not Parfait. Premier Parfait Chunky. I used Parfait Chunky on those. And one of them I used Dollar Tree Chanel yarn. So they were kind of on the smaller side, like a lot smaller than the other two. I don't know, and they weren't that much work. They're very quick. They're no sew. I highly recommend the patterns. And I sold 2 out of 3 on the first day, on a slow day. So I think that that's really good. And I think that is good. That's good. That's a good sign. So Stacy's watching this. If she's watching, she's probably not watching it, but that's okay. Maybe one day. Good patterns, Stacy, and keep them coming. I love all of them, and all the patterns all the plushies that I had got attention. So, all right. So after those 2 ducks sold, then at 12:46, I sold a turtle, a myrtle turtle, and another stingray. So the stingray, if I didn't mention before, that is Teresa's Crochet. It is very simply done, and there is a free tutorial here on YouTube. And I think there may even be a free Instagram pattern for it. But I think on Etsy you do have to pay. But it's a good little pattern. And so I sold the myrtle turtle and the stingray, and that total was 22. So I sold the myrtle turtle for 12 and the stingray was 10. Okay. Let's see. Then at 12:50, I sold 3 of the little mini macaron buddy things. That's a free Instagram pattern. I had made the jelly cat ones with the legs. That's also a free pattern on Instagram. And after I made that, then I saw the little free buddies one. It's different designer, but it was very similar, and that it had a little face and little feet. Although this time the feet were just bobbles. Anyways, it was very cute. And I sold all 3 of them to one lady who had a booth. It was another vendor, and she had a baked goods booth. So I think she likes macarons, so she had to get them. So she sold all 3. She bought all 3 of them. Okay, that was $30. I had the little ones at $10 each. Okay. Then at 1 o'clock exactly, I sold a tiny octo, which is a tiny octo, like a little tiny octopus, like one of the really little ones. Okay. And I had those. I've had those for a while. I think I made them with Dollar Tree Chanel, and I mean they're itty bitty. So that was $5. And then at 1:14, there's a nice lady. She got the Nibbles, the Country Mouse, which is a pattern from Robin at Notting Hook Crochet, and it's such a good pattern, y'all. And she saw that, and she was like, "Oh, I have to." She had been standing around and looking around at everything. She's like, I can't decide. And then all of a sudden she went and saw this. She's like, okay, I have to do this. I have to get this one. And I think she's going to give it to her daughter or her daughter-in-law that does something with, reading activities with kids. So she was really excited about that.
That's pretty neat.
Yeah, because I told her, I said, it makes a great gift if you can give it with the book, you know. And when she saw it, she said, "Oh, give a mouse a cookie." I'm like, yeah, that's what it's based on. But it was so cute. And then she also got one of the black maple chickens that I had just made. So she got one of those, and her total was $32. All right. And I had the maple chicken for $12 and the mouse for $20. So that's how that worked out.
Chicken.
Then at $2.33, I sold it's called a Dumbo Octo. It's a pattern by Just a Mom Crocheting. I had paid for the pattern, but I think that she has it as also a free pattern on Instagram. I was on Etsy and I was just on her page and I saw it and I liked it and I bought it. It was very, very affordable price. I can't remember the price of it, but I think that I might be wrong, but I think I saw a free pattern on Instagram, the same pattern, free on Instagram. So it didn't matter to me. I bought it anyway, but yeah. So I could be wrong. I'm going to put up on the comments if it's a free pattern or not. Not on the comments, but here on the screen. And, but either way, that's her pattern. And I sold that again is teeny tiny. So that was a $5 make. I sold a leggy frog. I had those for, I'm going to say I had that for $8. Then I had a jelly bean octopus. The leggy frog was a tutorial here on YouTube, but there's a million free patterns on it. It's really kind of a generic pattern at this point, but it seems like everybody's got a version of it, big, small. Mm-hmm. It's a very basic pattern. And then I sold a jelly bean octopus. I got that on a YouTube tutorial by Darling Maple. And she has a series of little animals that are called jelly bean animals. So she's got like a jelly bean turtle, a jelly bean reindeer, jelly bean octopus. Mm-hmm. You know, I think she has a jelly bean spot. She's got a series and they're all very quick. Makes very good. So I sold the jelly bean octopus, which is the octopus that I was making before I started to do the drift octopus. And so it's really realistic looking and it's good and it's quick. All right. And then I sold another stingray. So I had 4 stingrays and I sold 3 of them. So that was pretty good.
That's good.
Yeah. And that was $35 was the total on that sale. Okay. And then this is where it really started to die down. We didn't have another sale again until $3.46. And at this point, we just decided several boots had already packed up and left. Mm-hmm. And we were like, well, we got to stay till 5. We're going to stay till 5. And then I started saying, well, maybe we could just get the towels and go pack up the towels and put, you know.
We were so far away. We had to walk. It seemed like a mile.
So we were trying to get ahead of everything and say, okay, well, let's just break this down and take that, since nobody had been looking at the towels, but they were a good space filler. Yeah. But
I think we need to get like a little wagon or something so we can pull the stuff.
We don't have a wagon, so we were just having to physically haul everything. On the way when we were setting up, they helped us. They brought everything, helped the organizers. We're helping all the vendors unload and take stuff to their spots. They were going to help us unload. Honestly, we were breaking down a little early, so. But it was really slow. We were so tired, and pretty much the only people that were there left were the vendors.
Yeah, that was it.
So, at that point, we started taking just one thing, and the next thing you know, Ernie's just starting to throw the plushies into the bag, and I'm like, "No, stop!" And I'm like, "Oh, it's okay." I didn't fight her very much.
She was done. She was over it.
She was ready to go, y'all. She was over it. She was a great help. But also she was like, no, we've got to go. So we agreed, so we left. Oop, I kicked the trash can. So but as we were packing everything up, the cutest little boy, do you remember him?
I do.
Oh, he was so cute. He had like the perfect little round little face. Mm-hmm. Oh, he was so cute. He comes and he runs up and he's like, "Can I buy your swing axolotl?" He couldn't say it, but it was so cute the way he was saying it. And we had just packed up. I looked at Ernie and he was so precious. I just wanted to eat him up. I was like, "Ernie, get him the swing. Get him the swing. Go get it. Let him have the swing." So he got it. And he gave me a 24 and I had him for 12. So that was our last sale of the day. And I gave him he was about to run off without his change. I had to go catch him to give him back his $8 because he gave me a 20. And then I was like, okay, you got to listen. You got to put this in your pocket, because he was just holding it in his hand. You know, little kids. I'm like, no. Put it in your pocket. And then he yelled out across the field to his dad, Dad, the lady gave me some money. She gave me some dollar bills. And I'm like, everybody that was up there was just laughing. It was just so cute. But so he got the axolotl, and then he turned around and said, thank you for this cute axolotl. I'm like, oh my gosh. That just makes it all worth it. What a good way to end the day and just get out of there and say, okay.
I think overall, it was pretty good.
Yeah.
Even though it was slow, I think we probably made the most sales out of everybody.
Yes.
I was watching.
Yeah. I think maybe some of the food vendors did better.
Oh, the food vendors definitely did.
The food people always do the best, right? But they have a high markup. There's a lot of work, and so it's kind of, it's a whole different.
We had a lot of
vegan
yesterday. A lot of vegan.
Oh my gosh! So when we got there, he said, everybody. Well, first of all, I had asked him the night before to go to Walmart. We need another table, and I said, get us some snacks, so we can have something to eat there. And what did you bring for snacks, Fred?
Chips and Oreo cookies and Parade.
I don't like that. Are we just gonna eat Oreos and and chips? Like, are we not gonna have food? And he's like, you said get snacks. And I'm like, well, I did, but we're gonna be there all day. I thought you meant, I couldn't. I guess I should have clarified. But anyway, and then, so we got there and we were hungry, and they had a sandwich food truck there. And he comes and he brings this food, and he's like, I brought you something. It's a Oreo pretzel, right?
Yeah. It was an Oreo pretzel.
It was a pretzel like filled with what? Oreo cookies and cream, right? And we already had Oreos.
She's like, I want real food.
I want real food. All we've had is Oreos and sodas. And I'm like, I need like something with meat. So he's like, okay. But he had this really good looking sandwich, but I didn't want that sandwich. But it looked like it was fresh. The bread was like ciabatta bread. I'm like, oh, that looks so good. Go get me something. So he's like, okay, I'll go get you something. He brings it back, and I'm like, what is it? What is that? And wait. I was like, it looked like chicken salad, and I like chicken salad, and I was really hungry and desperate at this point. I was eating it, okay. And he said everything else they had there was sweet, and I don't like sweet food, and we already had enough sweet food, the sugar and all that, surrounded by sugar people, like I said, like vendors, bakers, bundt cakes, all that. So I was like, okay, I'm just eating it, and it was good. I mean, it was pretty good. I was eating it, and I was about halfway done, and he said, yeah, this was what kind of food was it?
Vegan.
It was vegan. We are not vegan. Nothing against vegan.
I love
veganism.
Meat.
Yeah, but we eat meat. So
yes.
I was thinking that it was weird chicken. I thought this is weird, but I don't know. It's still good. So whatever it is.
It was eggplant, pimento cheese.
That's what you had.
That's what I had.
That's what your sandwich was, and it looked good. I thought it was some kind of meat too.
And she said it was bacon. If it's vegan,
it can't be bacon.
Can't be bacon.
It's vegan bacon.
Vegan? What the heck is vegan bacon? It was crunchy.
I don't know. I don't know. That's the concern, isn't it?
But the sandwich was good.
It's supposed to be all natural, like plant-based.
Yeah,
but
it was really good. But I wanted some meat.
I was at that point like, okay, so what is this then? Okay, I'm already in. I'm already done for it. It's not bad for you, but I'm already eating it, and I'm gonna finish it because I was hungry, and it really was very good. But I don't know what it is. I still don't know.
So she sends me back. She said, I want something else. She sends me back.
Did I send you back?
And I got a Philly cheesesteak sandwich with fries.
Where is that? I didn't get to eat that.
That's what that sandwich I brought you was Philly cheesesteak.
That was a Philly cheesesteak?
It's vegan.
That was chicken salad.
Nope. It was a Philly cheesesteak sandwich.
So that was a Philly cheesesteak, and I'm just now learning that. I thought it was chicken salad. And you You tricked me. You kept saying a Philly cheesesteak, something about a Philly cheesesteak, but I didn't think you were talking about my sandwich because clearly, where are the mushrooms? Where's the bell peppers?
It was on a thick piece of bread.
The bread was amazing. How are they making bread without eggs?
I guess.
I mean, that was like fluffy bread.
No technology in there.
It wasn't like flatbread or something that you could just make with flour and oil and water.
With all the technology we have, they can make anything.
Well, that's scary. That's scary. Don't make an egg, please. Don't make an egg. Okay? I'll leave that to the chickens. Guys, it was delicious, okay?
It was.
Really was. And I think that's part of my conflict here, that it really was very, very good. And I didn't even realize in the beginning that it wasn't meat. I didn't know it wasn't meat. And then you said it was vegan, and I'm like, what is it? I mean, I'm already in. I'm committed. I'm eating it. Okay, I was hungry.
It was good.
It was good. Whatever it was delicious. So you learn something new every day. Today I learned that what I ate yesterday was a Philly cheesesteak. And I don't think that person that made it has ever actually had a Philly cheesesteak, because that was nothing like that. I'm not from Philly, but I have had family living in Philly. I've been to Philly many times. I have had delicious, wonderful, meaty Philly cheesesteaks. That's not what that was. I thought it was chicken salad. I'm hung up on this, guys. I'm still like, this was a mystery. I don't know if I want to solve it. I don't know if I need to figure out what it was. Maybe I'm best not to know.
So I thought if you
But
vegan,
hopefully it was all just some kind of plants.
They don't eat meat, do they?
No, you're not. When you're vegan, you don't eat plants of anything plant. No, you eat only plant-based stuff, or man-made stuff.
So
you don't eat animal products at all. So you don't eat eggs. You don't eat stuff made with like pork fat. Glycerin. Yeah, glycerin is something that's in like Lucky Charms and the marshmallow stuff. You can't eat that. You only eat plant-based stuff, but it ends up being some synthetic stuff too. And that's what I hope it wasn't. I hope it was not synthetic, but either way, whatever it was, even if it was, we have eaten plenty of synthetic stuff. I don't think it was synthetic. But you know what?
Healthy eating.
But not being a vegan, we eat just as much fake stuff. I mean,
we do.
Who knows what we're eating half the time? What they say it is.
We have our own chickens. We have our own eggs. We had about 60 chickens, but our dogs ate about 3 of them. Then a hawk pick went off night before last.
No, yesterday.
Yesterday a hawk got
morning.
But usually we get about anywhere from 20 to almost 40 eggs almost every day.
Right.
There's so many eggs I can't eat them all.
Right. It is a lot.
So we've been selling them. I've been selling them to my co-workers at work.
Yep. So
if you want some eggs.
Yeah.
We got them.
Oh yeah.
Plenty.
We got a lot. But anyways, guys. So the total. I'm just gonna go over the totals real quick of what we sold, what we made. So you guys have seen what we took, and we just went over everything that sold, and the total collected was $260. Yay! Not bad for a day, an afternoon where we would have just stayed home and spent money instead of made money.
And as slow as it was,
yeah.
I'm talking about, it was extremely slow.
Right. The net sales after the fees from Square and the taxes and stuff was $240. I'm gonna have to isolate my voice.
That's pretty good.
Do you hear her screaming? I don't know what she's screaming. She's just doing that for fun.
I was telling her I'm gonna have to start doing some little projects so I can sell at her booth too. I
said, please do it. Do it, Pat. Anyway, so after the table fee was $25, so it was very affordable, very good price for that, and it ended up being a profit of $215.76.
That's fairly decent.
So again, not a bad day. I used to be a bartender a long time ago, and I would have been happy with that for a day's work, especially one that was not that busy. So considering we weren't that busy, we weren't going crazy or nothing like that, I think that was pretty good. So
it was.
But I did get invited to do another market next Sunday. I may or may not. It's a little bit short notice, but the other thing is I go to church on Sundays and I really don't want to miss it. So, but depending on the time and where it is, how far away it is, I may or may not do it. So so stay tuned and I'll let you know if I end up doing that or not. But otherwise, my next one isn't scheduled until like the first week of April. But that'll be a big one. I know that'll be a big one because that'll be in Rennes.
Yeah.
That'll be the Spring Fest in Rennes. And let me tell you, in this little town here in Georgia, we don't live in Rennes, but we're very close to it. And so it's the closest town of any size, really.
Mm-hmm.
The people come out.
They do.
In that town. You put an event on and they are coming.
It's like the whole town shows
it's like
up.
the county comes.
Everybody.
They turn out. So I think that will be a good day.
It will.
So it would not be a bad thing for me to have all this time to prep. But I'm already starting off with a good amount of plushies. And I'm going to start listing some on Etsy and eBay and start because I need to be selling more in between markets. I don't want to just wait for the markets to sell. But there's a farmer's market in Aiken that I had applied to. But if I do that, I have to get a city license, which is fine. It's like $30 or $40 to sell. Yeah. If you're just coming once in a while to do an event like I did yesterday, you don't need to apply for a business license. But if you're going to be there regularly, then you need to get a business license with the city. So I'll do it. I'll probably just go ahead and get one anyway so I can have it on hand. But for that price, it's not a big deal. And then, I could have a recurring place to go. So when I don't have markets, a bigger market or another market, they'll have that. And also Evans does farmer's market. And I think Augusta has one on the river, like one right by the river that they do.
You do it?
I think so. So anyways, I got some homework to do to get some more markets booked. But I do have one scheduled for April. And I have another one scheduled for August, which is the Pickle Fest. And then I have, then we'll have Christmas markets. And I'm sure I'll be doing whatever Country Charm has, I'll have. And I think Huckabucks is. Anyways, guys, there's more to come.
I'm your Huckleberry.
You're my Huckabuck. There's a restaurant here called Huckabucks, and they're going to have an event, and there will be no table fee, so that would be nice. I think a lot of people will turn out for that, too. But anyways, guys, that's it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed that. I hope you enjoyed my guest host. Did you enjoy being on the show today?
I love it.
You love it.
Fantastic.
Well, maybe he'll be on some more.
Maybe.
So, thank you guys so much.
To be continued.
Yeah, to be continued.
Love.
That's hard to say sometimes. I have a hard time getting out my words. You can ask anybody here. So thank you guys so much for watching, and stay sweet, be sweet, and as always, God bless.
God bless.
Bye-bye.